Whenever you are ready, sir.
Is that camera going?
Yep, they're both going.
Awesome. Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm going to do another review. Excuse me.
It's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm going to do another review. This time around, I'm looking at Captain Mar-vell. Captain Mar-vell is like one of my favorite characters. I don't know why, I've just always thought he was cool. It was really weird that the character died of cancer, of all things, despite his superpowers. So he's kind of been, I don't know, he seemed real to me. He just seemed like a really cool, interesting guy. Even before he got the nega-bands, and he looked like he does here. He protected the Earth from his own species because he was kind of an outcast, and I don't know, I just really like the character. So I got this piece. He's an LE from the Civil War set, and he comes in at 130 points. For 130 points, you're going to get 9 speed, 11 attack, 17 defense, 4 damage. He's got 7 range, and he's got the Power Cosmic Team ability. Now, I know what you're thinking, 130 points and 17 defense, especially with the new point values and things like that. I get it. You're going to be like, it's kind of soft, right? But here's the thing. While he has running shot, which is good, he also has impervious. He's got shape change, and then he's got a trait that's like kind of like a selfish probability control where 1, no one else can use probability control on him, and 2, he can use probability control for his own attacks or if someone attacks him. So I mean, really, even though he's got 17 defense, if somebody tries to attack, well, first you roll for shape change. If they're successful that way, then you can use probability control to see if they're successful in their attack. If they're successful that way, then you can potentially roll out of it with impervious. And if that doesn't work, it still reduces the damage by 2. And all of this can't be countered because he's got the Power Cosmic Team ability. Again, the Power Cosmic Team ability gives him willpower as well. So I mean, top dial, he's actually pretty good. He's got a lot of powers that are going to protect him as opposed to his printed stats. Now, if we look deeper into the dial, you're going to see that he sticks with that combination of powers until like click 3, where his defense drops to 16. He loses shape change, but he still has that special probability control because it's a trait, and he still has impervious, but he drops to sidestep and range combat expert. So at this point, he is definitely softer. He's a little easier to hit. But what you're going to do is you're basically going to sidestep him in and out of maybe blocking terrain or something, use him to kind of take a shot, step back, or whatever you might want to do that way. He does have traded willpower, or essentially power cosmic willpower, so he's fairly good that way. You're going to get a few options to move him around. Now, if you continue, he's going to drop to toughness. Then he's going to drop to, well, he's going to stick with toughness. Or he's going to lose range combat expert, and he's going to gain outwit. So sidestep, pulse wave, toughness, and outwit all on click 5. His attack value is now 9. I really don't think he's effective as an attacker at that point. So now he kind of, I mean, all pieces drop and they're less effective when they've taken a few damage or points, and especially on click 5. But you have to remember you paid 130 points for him. So if your powers fail you and you take a big hit up front, you know, you could have paid 130 points for a pretty weak support piece. But outwit is always helpful, and it's better than nothing. Now, he does have 6 clicks of life, so it's 6 clicks of life on his final click. He has, well, 8 speed, 9 attack, 16 defense, and outwit printed 3. So his damage values stay fairly stable, but his attack values are weak. So what do I think overall? All these things I just discussed. I think he's neat. I think it's kind of fun. I think it'd be really annoying to play against somebody and have like them try to attack you and just in one way, shape, or form have you get out of it somehow. I actually did a test roll. I think I tried to attack him like with a character with 10 attack. I think I tried to attack him like 6 times, and every single time I was unsuccessful because of either shape change, impervious, or his nasty probability control. So he's not bad. He's not bad. He's going to have his own probability control throughout the whole dial. So even with his weak attack values, well, you'll get a second chance. He does have Pulse Wave, which is like the greatest power in the world. Outwit, you know, he's good. So yeah, you know what? If you can see past the combat values and you can look at his powers and you can see how they're going to basically hold him up, then yeah, he's great. And what's really kind of fun about it is that this version of Captain Marvel is actually a Skrull who thinks he's Captain Marvel and doesn't find out till later that he's actually just a Skrull posing as Captain Marvel. So if you think of it that way, it's kind of like, well, Skrulls are just, aside from their weird shape change ability, they're really no different than any other person. So if you were to give one of those weird people like superpowers, there he is, right there. He's got all these powers that save him and do all this kind of neat stuff. So definitely a fun piece, definitely going to play it myself. I don't know if I'm going to take it into a tournament necessarily, but he'll definitely see some gameplay from me. Anyway, thanks very much. Talk to you later.